How do you brand anything? The best example that I could think of is like a train. Particularly, let's look at the Acela train. The Acela train leaves, for example, one of the times that it leaves from New York to Boston at 9:02 in the morning and arrives in Boston at 12:45. It has decided that that's the time it's going to allocate from 9:02 to 12:45, not 9 o'clock. It's not thinking about you. It's thinking about itself. The train has carved out a path for itself. It said that from New York to there, this is the path I'm going to take. It is focused on the time. It is focused on the path. At 9:02, the train departs, and systematically, it has done its job to 12:45 to get to the other side in a reliable, consistent manner. Remember, the customer experience is what is at stake here. The train has also decided that to have an amazing maintenance crew to make sure that that reliability is there. It's behind the scenes. Every 9:02, you know that you can pay $100 to go to coach, or $226 or $230 or $240, double the price to go on first class. But the train has decided that it's going to have a massive infrastructure of back end to maintain its customer experience reliability. The train has also decided that the carpeting is going to be clean. The chairs are going to be in leather. The noise pollution from outside is going to be mitigated so that it's not too noisy. It's also decided that it's going to have a USB port and an outlet in there so that when you arrive clean carpet, clean chairs, clean countertop, a place where you can put your computer, and the train has decided to have a compartment where you can serve you food if you're on business class, not first class. These are all decisions that the train has made. The Acela train has made those decisions for itself. The way to build a brand is to make decisions for yourself. Now, what does a train do? At 9 o'clock, it opens its doors and it says to the world, now you know what I'm about. Now you know where I'm going. Now you know the level of service you're going to get. And now you know that, hey, $111 is not an inexpensive, but I guarantee you that level of service. This is how you build brands. What happens when the doors open? People either come in or don't come in. Now remember, the train is going to leave at 9:02. It's welcoming its customers after it was precisely clear about what it's going to do in its representation and its outward, how to behave in the world. It knows the train is going to leave at 9:02. 9:03, if somebody's rushing there, the train is not stopping for that person coming. Or in the middle of the tracks, it can't go to the left and pick up someone on the way. No. The train has said, this is who I am. I am a fast train. I charge $111 for business. I charge $240 for business class. I provide you reliable service. I provide you an ambiance that is spectacular. I provide you leather chairs, beautiful food, beautiful quiet environment, USB port, outlet. I provide you all that. I also provide you for a little bit more money. Instead of paying $111, you can pay $240. I'll provide you with wine and food and so on. It says, I'm also going to have infrastructure in the back that makes sure that the train is in service. I'm also going to make sure that when the train gets old, I'm going to replace the train so you, the customer, has an amazing experience. The reputation of the Acela precedes it after it outputs this level of preciseness with blinders on, and then when it opens its doors and people come in, it survives because people want that service. Acela will not be around if Acela either breaks its promise or another competition comes in and Acela doesn't step it up based on newness, new things, new ways. But Acela has made a decision to be who they are. You want to build a brand, like us, for example. I know my candles are art first, fragrance second, packaging, experience, customer service, customer experience, performance, perfumery, all the components, no different than an Acela. I open my doors, my website, and you are welcome to get it from me at $175 plus or not. But this is what I do. This is the brand identity. So to answer the question, how do you build a brand? You identify yourself very well on all levels so that you, the brand, knows who you are, so that the customer understands you. The customer cannot be confused as to what you represent. The customer cannot, listen, it's very okay to be, for example, this applies to every field, even accounting services. For example, if somebody says, I'm going to be an accountant and I'm going to narrowly focus on anybody who makes $100,000 down, must be employed, not self-employed, has one home and that's it. And I know that I can provide the best service for that for the least amount of money. Be known for that. That's a brand. Even that human being becomes a brand that's identifiable. So for us, for example, people know that I make amazingly gorgeous designer visuals that are pieces of art in home. That's the visual part. 95% of the time, a candle, all it's doing is sitting there in your home. When you light it, that's when it's doing its job, and that's only 5% of the time. But most people buy candles only for the fragrance, whereas I have said to everyone, I have amazing packaging. All the pistons, let's say I have 12-cylinder piston in my engine, I'm firing on all 12. Packaging, perfumery, visuals, customer care, tactile experience, repeat, consistency, newness. You go down that list. So people know that the brand stands for what? Are they willing to pay for it? That's the customer's choice. I can live or die by my own sword, but I've identified it. I've done a fantastic job of identifying the brand. So if you want to build a brand, that is, in my opinion, the train is the best way, because the train has a track. It's decided where it's going to do, when it's going to go, how it's going to feel, what track it's going to take, at what time it's going to go, how clean it's going to be, how quiet it's going to be, what services it provides. All those things the train knows. The doors open. You are welcome to come in and ride the train, or you are welcome not to come in. That is the mentality should be the mentality of a brand that says, I know what I'm doing for what I call my ledger. And if my ledger and my beauty and the things I do for myself happens to be fantastic for somebody else, the doors open and they enter. This is my perception and my take and my direction on how to build a brand.